Either do something worth writing about, or write about it. If 2 of them are dead, then 3 can keep a secret. Nobody deserves either liberty or safety more than someone who can give up crucial liberties in exchange for some fleeting safety. If you tell me, I'll forget. If you teach me, I might remember. If you involve me, I'll learn. Whoever has patience can get what they want. Saving money results in earning money. Beer contains freedom, wine has wisdom, and water contains bacteria. Time will not wait for you. Many people pass away at age 25 but aren't buried until they are 75. Do not be afraid of dying because we will live longer after death. Never offer an explanation to undermine an apology. We are all born ignorant, but it takes effort to stay uninformed. I didn't ace the test, I just discovered 100 different ways to get it incorrect. God loves us and wants us to be happy, and beer is proof of that. Misquotation from a wine-related letter, see quotations. Until the unaffected are as incensed as the affected, justice will not be served. You are setting yourself up to fail if you don't prepare. Those who trade their freedom for safety won't have either, and they don't deserve either. How many people celebrate Jesus' birthday? How minimal are his rules? Don't hide your abilities, they were created for a reason. What does a shaded sundial do? Better than well-spoken is well done. Not being willing to learn is more shameful than ignorance. Light a candle rather than complaining about the darkness. Time lost is never recovered. Every citizen has a responsibility to challenge authority in the first place. Only the freedom to pursue happiness is guaranteed by the Constitution for Americans. It must be caught by you. Understanding always yields the highest returns. There would be very little printing if all printers were determined to wait to print anything until they were certain it wouldn't upset anyone. It takes a lot of trust in a buddy to point out your flaws, and even more to point out his. Make peace with your neighbors, wage war on your vices, and strive to become a better man every year. Remember that it's difficult to refrain from saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, in addition to remembering to say the right thing when the opportunity arises. A lonely person who cannot read on a wet day is the one who deserves sympathy the most. Do you love life? So don't waste time, since that's what life is built of. Neither a terrible peace nor a good war have ever existed. A man becomes wealthy, wise, and healthy by going to bed and rising early. Never mix up motion with action. Someone who is skilled at finding justifications is rarely skilled at anything else. Don't look for trouble or worry about things that might never happen. Keep exposed to sunlight. Whatever starts out in rage always ends in shame. A fool's mouth comes from his heart, but a wise man's heart comes from his lips. Be cautious when making new friends and when making changes. You are done altering when you reach that point. A slip of the foot may be corrected quickly, but a slip of the tongue may never be corrected. Never use 2 feet to measure the depth of the water. When trouble knocked on the door, it quickly left after hearing laughter. Except for death and taxes, nothing in this world can be considered to be guaranteed. Praise a girl in front of her friends to uncover her flaws. If we don't hang together, we will undoubtedly hang separately. Jack is not a judge of Jill's beauty if he is in love. Men are saved in the affairs of this world not by faith but by a lack of it. Love your enemies because they will point out your flaws. Whoever wants to take away a country's freedom must start by suppressing its right to free speech. The saddest tragedy in life is that we age prematurely and become wise too late. Keep your eyes wide open before getting married and half closed later. Happiness is more influenced by one's internal state of mind than by external situations. Do not believe anything you hear, and only partially accept what you see. A man would have twice as many problems if he could fulfill half of his wishes. The wise one, he who is a lifelong learner. Who is strong? He who controls his emotions. Who has money? He who is happy. That person, nobody. The republic will come to an end when people realize they can vote for themselves. We may not have any control over everything that occurs to us, but we do have power over what takes place inside of us. Be polite to everyone, kind to most, familiar with few, a friend to one, and an adversary to none. Speak only pleasant things about everyone and never speak poorly of anyone. Work as if you were going to live forever, and play as if you were going to die today.